welcome back to the Ineffable Else. Welcome to a new video. Please subscribe to the channel, please comment and like it, share it with anyone, and maybe support me on Patreon if you would like to support the channel so I can continue making these videos, and also to receive extra content each month, which is specifically for Patreons. Today we're going to be looking at Venus in Leo, Venus in the 5th house, and also Venus conjunct the Sun. If you have any one of these three placements, this is for you. So Venus is about beauty and love, harmony, how we harmonize and how we love in our life. Leo is about grandiosity and exuberance and life, just pure life, pura vida. And when these two things come into combination, it can be the exemplary love, iconic love tale. This is Romeo and Juliet, and it's for all to see. It's the living embodiment of love, and it's so much to do with grand statements and big gestures from the heart. This is the lion. This is also extremely playful. In the 5th house, this is Nala and Simba sizing each other up and playing and growling and all of these games. I haven't mentioned this at all so far, but the warped way we love in this world has a lot to do with manipulation tactics and games, but there can be a real playfulness, just playing with the energy. So it's not a game of domination in putting one person down. It's we're going to pin each other down. Pinned you again. You know, it's let's try and wrestle. And it's a loaded thing with this masculine-feminine imbalance, but we can really explore this in our relationships. And it's also a place of siblings. And also, if you're in same-sex relationships, you can play this game as well. And it's how can we pin down the other in a loving way, and then allow ourselves to be pinned down. It's that dynamism between the poles, and like magnetism going back and forth. And it can seem very superficial and light-hearted. Keep the light-heartedness, drop the superficiality. Allow this game to work through your relationship as something that can last 50 years. You always have that back and forth. You always have that dynamic. You don't have the settling down where one person just submits and the other one takes hold. You know, always keep it fresh. And it's how a relationship should be, because relationships are not one size fits all, and they're not one type for the rest of your life. You can have many relationships with the same person that itself evolves. So allowing the movement and allowing the change and allowing yourselves to express and express how you feel, and know not to take things personally. Leo can take things extremely personally. A healthy relationship is one with problems, because that's life, is having problems. It's unhealthy when we say, no, there's nothing wrong, there's nothing wrong, there's nothing wrong. Well, is there nothing wrong, or is it all just being suppressed? So for things to be able to come up to the surface and discuss, the key is then not in the opposite direction where we're always fighting, but where if we feel something, we can express it freely without the other person taking it so much to heart. You know, if we're all coming, and if you look at the one about Cancer I just made, it's about being very, very, very strong in yourself and in your heart. And Leo can sometimes have that insecurity about who it is and what is its identity, and it really shouldn't be generated by another. It's coming from within, and just to be able to know yourself, this Leo Venus, so then you become a listener. You know, lions have ears too. Be able to listen and learn and be open to grow from whatever relationship it is, you know, whether it's romantic or otherwise. But Venus generally is about more romance, and how to deepen the love story, how to make the happily ever after come into being. And that's the example that you can set, and you don't need to imitate what you see in films. You can create your own film of life and behave that way, and behave in a new paradigm that we've yet to explore, which is very jovial and playful. And many couples have achieved this, and you don't necessarily hear about them. Well, let yourself roar, let yourself be seen. If you're in this kind of place where you have evolved a lot of your wounds and you want to now share, like, why not bring a little, as they say, bring a little love into your sex life. You know, like, come from the heart and release the dynamic of domination as being a negative connotation. It's hard to put it into words, but we need to know when we're acting and when we're playing and when playtime stops. And to develop that sensitivity is key, and that balance between things being just a game and things being really real, and knowing when to be an energy master, because maybe sometimes Leo is a bit in your face and a bit over the top and distracted. You know, a lot of the times it's distracted, so to be in a place where it's not distracted and able to feel into the other, and it's fixed fire, remember, so this is very self-centered in and of itself. It's natural for it to feel that way, so it's nice to be able to bring it up to a level which is empathic and something which shares with another. It's also to do with children, and some children have just arrived here, and the way that children play and are in the moment, always in the moment, that's something that Venus really likes. It really enjoys to be in that kind of energy where it's able to explore. You know, it's in relation to nature, and nature is very exploratory. It's not perfect in straight lines. It's always taking advantage of any little way that it can grow, any little crevice and crack and new. It has ideas. It's very ingenious, even if it's mindless. You know, it just goes with the flow. The fire of Leo can be channeled in a way which is conducive to growth. It's not just blaring off in all different directions. If you think about the way that Nala and Simba evolved, and how they can come together and be more than Mufasa, and throughout your life, how are you evolving this archetype? With all of the archetypes, you should do this. If you look at the rest of your chart and see, is the Leo being judged by other elements in your chart? How are you going to be more receptive and responsive to other qualities within yourself, and how to make it more purified and wholesome. So thank you so much for being here, and if you'd like to get a reading with me, please contact me. This is a very, very lovely placement, really, and it's just about evolving any kind of selfish tendencies which you may have accumulated. So thank you for being here. Take care. Bye.